Hi, this is Chelsea from eventplanning.com, and today we're going to talk about what makes a great event planner. So before we even start talking about what makes a good event planner, actually, I should say great, because we're only talking about great event planning tips here. So before we even talk about any of this, I want you to take a moment and write down your strengths and weaknesses on a piece of paper. What I want you to do with that piece of paper is hang it up somewhere that you can see it. I want you to be proud of your strengths and always be working on your professional weaknesses. This will help you become a great planner. But 6 things that actually make a great event planner and things that you should always be working on and that are easy to accomplish if you stay focused is what I'm going to talk about today, and something that you can always use and be working on throughout your event planning career. The first one is friendly. It seems easy enough, but to be friendly is so important. You want to make the person that you're going in to meet for the first time, the clients and the vendors, feel comfortable with you. You want to smile, make eye contact, be casual, and also be professional. So you want to dress for the occasion, make sure that you always have a smile on, a good handshake, and that you are warm and engaging. Something that is also really important in this category is that you want to make sure that you are also a good listener. So I think that these go hand in hand. So when you first meet your client for the first time and you're learning a lot about your client and what your client looks for in the event, but also some of the personal information about your client, I want you to listen and try to remember as much as you can. It will be so important if you can bring up details later on that you remembered in that initial conversation. So maybe you find out that it's your client's kid's birthday or something silly like that. It might not feel like it's important for your event planning career, but if you can remember that later, it shows that you're really professional, friendly, and a good listener. Also, you want to be a good listener because this is your client's event. They want to make sure that it feels like their event. They don't necessarily always just want to pass it off to an event planner, but they want to feel involved and that they're doing their job as well. So be a good listener, listen to everything that they have to say, all their wishes and all of their thoughts on the event, and then add on to that with tangible examples. So what I like to do is if a client says, okay, I want to plan a birthday party and I have the theme it's going to be Disney, and they might tell me everything that they might want to do for this Disney party. I will listen to them, take notes, and then I might come back with, hey, well, would you like to bring a Disney princess in? I did this for a past event and it worked really well, and hopefully I have some information about what pricing might be like too. So be a good listener and also add on when it's applicable. The next thing is be budget conscious. Everybody comes in with a bottom line for their price in a budget that is usually pretty firm. So any ideas that you're recommending, or as you get into the event planning, it's so important to always keep in mind the budget. If things start to get out of control, you need to talk to your client and make sure that they know that they're going over their budget. This one is so important. You never want to have the reputation as being an event planner that is always going way over budget. You want to help save your clients money. The next one is organized. Obviously, this one is so important. You have so many vendors that you're dealing with. The day of can be so crazy, so you have to have a really good timeline. Make sure that you stay in good contact with everyone. I think Excel is your best friend, and using spreadsheets is so important. Sharing them with everybody that you're working with. Something that I find really useful is I print out a couple different schedules and I leave them with every vendor that I'm working with, and also anybody that I hire to work under me for that day. So any assistants, I want them to have just as much information as I do, so we can all be organized and stay on the same page and make sure that nothing goes overlooked. The next one is stay calm under pressure. So the scariest part for me for any event is that hour before the event starts and everybody's running around like crazy. It seems like nothing is going to be done in time. It can really be a lot of pressure and it can feel crazy. Your stress is so high. Just know that this part is crazy and stressful, but you are in control. You have your timeline. Everybody is where they're supposed to be, and everything is going to work out perfectly. This one's really important. Take a couple deep breaths. Just know that you've done everything you can in your power to make this day perfect, and it's going to turn out great. Also, unexpected things can happen all the time. We especially see this in weddings. Something like the bride gets in traffic or the bride's going crazy about something. It's good to always stay calm so that you can help calm down the people around you, especially the clients. Okay, and the last one, keep learning. Keep reading, keep watching online courses like this one, keep getting new certificates, and keep staying up to date with trends. I think, Pinterest helps a lot, but also looking at local websites and seeing what kind of new event planning tools there are out there. This will always help you to stay above the curve. So these are some great tips for what makes a great event planner. If you want to learn more, head to eventplanning.com.